Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to take full advantage of the Ashoka Tano show that's coming out this week to read the screenwriting article of how Ashoka survived Order 66 in Star Wars, which can easily be explained in the last two episodes of the Clone Wars, Season 7. But if y'all are now failing, if you guys are failing to watch the last two episodes of the Clone Wars, or can't, hey, happy to help you. Anyways, let's read. Ashoka Tano was one of the few Jedi to survive Star Wars the Jedi Purge, known as Order 66. Can you really classify Ahsoka as a Jedi at this point? Because season 5, she left the Jedi Order because her trust and faith in them were essentially broken. Seriously was working with the Jedi and the Republic to help bring in Darth Maul. And yeah, she was caught in the crosshair of Order 66, but technically, as Commander Rex said, Ahsoka ain't a Jedi. Ahsoka even said that in Rebels too. She ain't a Jedi. She stopped using that title after she was essentially fucked over for something she did not do, or nearly got fucked over completely for something she didn't do. Anyways, due to the several circumstances, the first sensitive Taruchika and former apprentice to Anakin Skywalker lived through the darkness of the Clone Wars and its brutal end that saw the vast majority of the Jedi Order being slaughtered by the Republic's clone army. Instead, Ahsoka would go on to become a key figure in the creation of the rebellion that rose to resist the tyranny of the Empire that replaced the Republic. A master scheme from Chancellor Palpatine as Darth Sidious, who orchestrated the entirety of the Clone Wars to bring about the rise of his new empire. Ahsoka was one of the lucky few who was not murdered by the clones the Jedi had fought alongside for years. About 5-ish years, give or take, in the Star Wars universe. Their secret behavioral implants being activated with Palpatine's activation of Order 66. Likewise, Ahsoka wasn't in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant when Palpatine sent his newly corrupted apprentice Darth Vader and the 501st Legion to slaughter all who resided within. Instead, Ahsoka was in a rather unique position compared to most Jedi, leading to her ultimate survival during Order 66. Ahsoka had left the Jedi but returned to help the Siege of Mandalore. As seen in Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 5, a bombing of the Jedi Temple saw Ahsoka being framed for the horrible act. With the Jedi Council refusing to believe in her innocence, Ahsoka was forced to become a fugitive and clear her own name with the help of her master Anakin Skywalker. However, even after the true perpetrator was caught and the Jedi Council welcomed her back to the Order with a promise of a knighthood, Ahsoka surprisingly chose to leave the Order, to leave for good. Her faith in the Jedi having been severely shaken, Ahsoka decided to forge a new path in the galaxy, walking away from Anakin and her Jedi path. And said, Ahsoka eventually learned about the former Sith Lord, Maul, and his takeover of Mandalore. Allying herself with Bo-Katan and Kryze, Ahsoka sent a message to Obi-Wan Kenobi and her old master to ask for their help, needing numbers to defeat Maul and his Mandalorian soldiers, who sworn their fealty. I think that's how you pronounce it. With Kenobi and Skywalker unable to assist following the kidnapping of Chancellor Palpatine, Skywalker split the 501st Legion, leaving the new 332nd Company in the command of Commander Rex. As such, the Siege of Mandalore could begin, happening at the same time as the Revenge of the Sith. Ashoka's Padawan bond with Anakin meant she sensed his fall. And it's definitely shown. This can all be shown in Clone Wars 67. Oh, and I guess the Revenge of the Sith part watched the movie, but Ahsoka's side watched Clone Wars 67 in the last episodes. Or 4 episodes. Following the conclusion of the Siege of Mandalore and Maul's capture, Ahsoka and Rex were en route to Coruscant to deliver the former Sith Lord to the Jedi Council. Having Ahsoka's bond with her master caused her to sense Anakin's fall to the dark side. Having been corrupted and seduced by Palpatine, becoming Darth Vader, Anakin became Palpatine's new Sith apprentice and was sent to the temple to kill the Jedi on Coruscant, while Palpatine enacted Order 66, identifying all Jedi as traitors to the Republic, with a majority of all clone troopers having no choice but to comply due to their behavioral implants. Having a sense of what was happening, thanks to the clone troopers' 5 and Kicks, who both died before they could fully reveal the biochip conspiracy, Rex had just enough time to warn Ahsoka before opening fire. This allowed Ahsoka to eventually incapacitate Rex and remove his ship, while evading the countless troops ready to execute her. Together, Rex and Ahsoka were able to crash the Ventor-class Star Destroyer, killing the 332nd Company that only days before they had painted their armor to resemble Ahsoka herself, a means to honor their former commander, burying all the clones who had died before Rex and Ahsoka left the crash site. Ahsoka's experience was incredibly harrowing, while mirroring the same traumatic event happening all over the galaxy as scores of Jedi were cut down by their clone forces thanks to Order 66. Likewise, the pain of knowing that something terrible had happened to Anakin Skywalker would only have added to Ahsoka's trauma despite her survival in the new empire that had been formed. Ahsoka wouldn't know what exactly had happened to her master until years later when Ahsoka faced Darth Vader on the Sith world of Malachor as seen in Star Wars Rebels. Season 2, last 2 episodes. Watch the last 2 episodes if you want to get the full context of what this means about Malachor. Anakin's training saved Ahsoka from the clone troopers. Now we're getting into Tales of the Jedi. So, which we can see in the Tales of the Jedi. Beyond Commander Rex's warning that allowed her to evade that will eventually secure his help in escaping the Republic cruiser, Ahsoka's own skills ensured her survival during the events of Order 66, expertly avoiding and blocking blasters fire from the multiple clone troopers simultaneously. To that end, it was revealed in 2022's Tales of the Jedi that her survival can be directly attributed to Ahsoka's unique training thanks to Anakin during the Clone Wars, wanting her to be better and more prepared for any kind of danger she might face. Skywalker believed that training in combat against practice droids and even the Separatist droids on the battlefield wasn't enough. Instead, Anakin had Ahsoka practicing constantly against clone troopers such as Rex, Jesse, and more troopers of the 501st. One of the most capable and decorated legions of the entire Grand Army of the Republic. This was an incredible unorthodox, providing Ahsoka with training unlike any other Jedi apprentice in the Order had likely ever received. Facing multiple clone troopers and their blasters fire simultaneously. Anakin could never have known that this training would ensure that Ahsoka would be perfectly primed to survive the events of Order 66, at least not beforehand. Ahsoka's status as no longer an official Jedi also helped buy her and Rex some time while they were confronted with the 332nd. Combined with Rex's help and Anakin Skywalker's unique training, Ashoka Tano was in a better position than most Jedi to survive the horrors of Star Wars Jedi Purge, Order 66. Following her time as Fulcrum, helping to form the rebellion to resist the Empire. Ahsoka is now ready to hunt down the Imperial remnants, Grand Emperor Thrawn, who is set to make his return to the known galaxy. Tano will also be joined by her own apprentice, Sabine Wren, in the upcoming Ahsoka series in Disney Plus, premiering August 23rd. Was I've heard that they're moving it up a day early, so it will be released on Monday, August 22nd. I saw this on the Star Wars Twitter. How accurate this is, I don't know yet. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I hope they don't make Sabine Wren force sensitive. Two, I hope if you guys were like curious of how and Ahsoka survived Order 66 and didn't feel like watching the Clone Wars, this provided enough information to that so you guys can be somewhat caught up with for the Ahsoka show. But I'm the most excited for this show. I really am. Like, out of all the Star Wars shows, Andor I was the most interested in, or the most excited about. This I am the most interested in. So I hope they don't let me down. But with that said, what do you guys think of this article? What are you guys excited about Ahsoka? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later. Later.